the end of November, we will, Be'ezus Hashem, be going to the land of Israel for a tour. I will be joining the tour and guiding the tour along with others and going through all these specific places that we're discussing. And as we pass through all these holy places, we will go into the Bible and study it together. So we see it in Scripture, and then we see it before our eyes. Not an open field, this is one's one. No, you'll see it for yourself as this. And this aspect of it, you'll see it we will see this. We'll spend a lot of time on the Bible and the holy places of Scripture. So you see it with your eyes. You could touch it with your fingers. And in fact, in the temple, in the walk which goes all the way north along the Western Wall, what you see in the Western Wall now is only about 60 meters is visible. That's all you're seeing, about 180 feet. In reality, that's tiny. The actual length of the Western Wall is about 1,600 feet. It's huge. So you're only seeing a very tiny. So what we do is we're going to continue. We're going to go to both sides. We're going to be going south, which means if you're standing looking at the Western Wall, we're going to go to the right, and we're going to see the destruction. It's not, I'm going to show you, this is where that happened. You're going to see how angry the Romans were. You're going to see that they were trying to smash the stones, and we're going to see the stones on the ground. I mean, when I say a stone, there was no stones like this ever used in history. How they is unbelievable, but that came smashing down. You'll see it, and we're going to go all the way south. Then all the excavations on the southern part of the temple, which connect directly down, going further south, to the Shiloach, to the stream of water that bursts from the temple mount going side. We've connected from what's called the City of David going straight. They tried, the European Unions and left wing to try to stop it. We have the steps that go all the way from the water where the high priest immersed himself, Hezekiah's tunnels, which the waters came in, how Yoav, who was David's general, how he was able to get into Jerusalem. You will see the actual, I'm going to say, this is the area. You're going to see the tunnel that he was able to get into this very well fortified city that was controlled by the Jebusites. And from once he got into the city, he was able to unlock the door from the inside. You're going to see it. You're going to touch it. It's not, in Indonesia, they may have a historical site, and you're just looking at a bunch of trees and say, well, once this happened here. And you have to imagine, no, you're going to see it itself. And that's the City of David, without a question, the most archaeologically rich area. And we're going to then proceed north, which is a whole entire area. And as we go north along the Western Wall, we're going to see the largest stones ever used, and we're going to come all the way out at the other end. And in fact, at one juncture, along the wall, there's going to be a show. You're going to see a light show where you're going to see everything I've just described, how the Temple Mount was enlarged. I mean, you see it visually, in every way, and how it was seen. You can actually see this with your eyes. You can see the largest stones ever used. And we're going to come out at the northernmost part of the Temple Mount, which is enormous. It's the size of some, I think, 32 football. It's just massive. So we're going to see this in the most tangible way. This is not like, okay, in that area this happened. No, you're going to see it. You're going to touch it. You're going to feel it. Okay. Anyways, I just want to thank Abigail Elisheva. Thank you so much. If you're interested in joining us in that tour in the Holy Land at the end of November, please speak to them, and they can make that happen. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me here tonight. Thank you, shalom, and to each and every one of you, a happy and a healthy new year. Thank you.